Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now, I'm going to come on here today because I want to show you what I've been doing with some of the things that we bought, that I got given to me, I should say, the other day. I just wanted to show people the different ways that you can do things recycling. I haven't got actually a lot of different ways. I've got two really that I have, because I've been working on a few things, but I really need to get back onto my fairy thing I'm making. But I'm just having a bit of a break because I finished doing all the things I was supposed to do, I think, except for that. So I wanted to show you the things that, and the only things that I've been doing is like I used some of the clothing just to well, so you can get, this was also something that was in the lot of stuff that I got a few weeks back now, and on this shirt, because I've been hacking into it, there was these circly bits, you know, like, I don't know, we get rose things that look like that, hey, but this is all covered in that. Then it had a sheer piece underneath, and then there was also this stretchy part, okay, and also that was on the top, this here. So you think, well, there's a lot of good stuff on that, you know. So instead of making it, well, I did make a flower, but then I made it into a thing for you to put on your arm. Look at that. I reckon that looks quite good, even though I'm not really partial to orange things. And I know I could have used a different colour ribbon, and I would have done that if I had been able to. I don't know, I couldn't find it. Actually, one of our cats is on the floor behind my chair. She is asleep, and I'm hoping that's where she stays and doesn't pop up here and scare the living daylights out of me, because I just actually had a bit of an accident. The wind blew stuff down from up there in front of the camp, behind your Camry. So, but anyway, so I could show you, this is made from, except for the ribbon, from that shirt, okay? The button or thing, I got a little circle and I made that. Okay, I'll show you how I've done that, because I'm going to show you different things over the time, how, you know, you can use the fabric. Now, this is made the outside using the edge, so you've got a nice edge trim on there. When I say the edge, where the sewing and the overlocking is on your piece of clothing or whatever, so you can use that as a finishing off bit. And the other stretchy part I used, now the stretchy part is either a jersey, or you can use things that t-shirts are made out of interlock sort of fabric, and stretchy to make the sort of little button that I did there. And then I just used some of this piece to put on the behind it there. So I don't know what you think about this, but just let's forget that that's there, okay? These bits of terribly coloured stuff. All I did was put a piece of felt. I got a piece of felt. I covered it with this stretchy one, okay? I cut it to a bit bigger than the size of the felt, and I covered it, and then I pulled it around and stuck it down. Now it works really good because it was stretchy, okay? So I'm thinking that that's pretty basic for people to do that. And then I just stuck on the pieces like of the lacy stuff, and it looks like little butterflies maybe, and I just left this bit overhanging. I don't know whether I'll cut that off, I'll see, but I think actually it doesn't look too bad, but I'm not real keen on the cream, but I've only put that there for you to look at. I can easily rip that off, and I probably will, and put on something this colour. I could not use the fabric because it would have frayed. This is going to have only a little bit of stitching where you do the flower, okay? So also out of the material with the bride's dresses, I've been making these. Actually, the lace is not. I'm telling the fibs now, aren't I? This is actually a piece of lace that I picked up, but you can use. This is actually this is a material from the wedding dresses, okay? And I made circles, and I used other lace and to put with it and to make these flowers. Now, this was a shirt. This was a shirt, and I made also I've made flowers. Now I think this piece was off a skirt of something, and this piece was off a shirt, and the flower, the colour, it's really cool, isn't it? Now, this is made out of a stuff that's cut on the cross, and you might think, well, that's a bit hard to do because it won't, but look at how it bunches up really cool, doesn't it? Okay. I covered some buttons with them, with the material. Actually covered some buttons so we could use those if I want to. I think they look good with the ordinary buttons on them. You can put really flash bling on them if you like, but I reckon that they look really cool like they are. So I've done this button as well. This is one you can nearly see that, but I will finish off doing a little bit of work on the buttons. I think I had 3, didn't I? Did I do 3 buttons? I'm sure I had another one. But anyway, my husband's out there watching telly, and it seems to be getting louder, doesn't it? I'm sorry if that's on here. If it is, I won't be putting the video up. I'll be very disappointed. Just watching some gardening thing, some agricultural thing. I'm sure I have another button. I'm sure I did 3. But anyway, we won't panic about that. Oh, what do I do with it? Never mind. Don't worry. So I'll just show you how to make these using this stretchy stuff, because nothing, I don't think, well, you can make something out of nearly everything, can't you? You know, you can make a nice thing. Let me see. So you've got this, not much left. I might have some, oh, here it is. So that's what I was making that out of. And this is the material off the wedding dress. I do have another button here, I know I do. It's actually a white one with lace on it. I do have the phone in here too. I brought it in from the lounge room. It rings, I'll be upset too. Anyway, there's nothing worse than making a video when you have to answer the phone or something. Now I've gone and misplaced that one. Here's a nice lace button somewhere around here anyway. It'll come back to me. I'm sorry, but my room is such a disaster as per usual. That's how I work, and I'm starting to get to the stage where I don't like it now. So this is a really sheer, stretchy thing that's all over the place, okay? Now to cut something out like this is really hard, you know, as a rule. And I'm going to show you that I can make a flower out of it. I don't care. I just cut it up like that. And then I'm going to, people probably did this, well they, you know, could have done it. I'm going to make it reasonably wide. So I want you to see what I'm doing. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's not straight or, well, how about you do it as best you can, you know? So I've got a piece like this. Now, as you can see, it's all stretchy, it's going all over the place, so it's not looking very good. Now, let me see, I need a needle and cotton. I was sitting out there yesterday because it was really, really hot here. It's hot today too, but I've always put a fan behind me, a fan in front of me, and trying to keep me cool, because I find it very hard to do things when I'm out in the lounge room, because there's not the stuff that I need all about, you know. You can't take everything out there. Let me see. Okay, right, needle. Now cotton, please. Cotton. I had a pink one earlier. I need a white one now. Creamy colour. It will be fine. It will work. So all you need to do for this, probably been done before, I don't know. Sorry about me hands. I went and had my fingernails done that time, remember everybody. I don't recommend that, because now, back as far as there, they must have died, because every time they come to the top, they're breaking and splitting. Can't do anything without fingernails. I'm waiting for them to get back to their old selves, and I'll never go and have that stuff put on them again. It's what's called, oh, what are they called? Oh, some gel. Some gel thing, anyway. Sorry about that, just need a drink. So now you're going to go to the end of it, and I won't, pretty wide, look at it. Now, I'm going to, you can stick it if you want to, but it'd be best if you just get a needle and cotton and you sew it, okay? Because you can stick it, it's up to you if you want to put some glue on instead of doing this. Now I won't do lightning stitches, I better do some smaller. You know, lightning stitches are large ones that I've said previously, my mother used to say, have you done lightning stitches or good stitches? So you want to try and get yourself nice little stitches across there, Excuse me, now I've probably gone too far. Okay. Now, so that's a bit crooked, but we're not going to be too upset about that today. And we're going to do a double knot on the end of it, right, because we don't want it to all pucker up. Might just snip a bit off there. I've got the biggest type of father type scissors you ever did see here, because I've managed to blunt the rest of my scissors. Any pair I could find that cuts the material now. Did I cut that off? I wasn't going to, because I was going to keep using it, but let's go. Anyway, so we'll turn it over like this, like that. Okay. Now I'm using, I guess I should have probably gave you an idea how long that's going to be for the size of the flower that you want to make. So that's probably, the tape measure's got inches and centimetres, and it's a bit dirty, like it's not actually dirty, but it's dirty. Say 6 inches or 15 centimetres, so that's probably 12 inches or 30 centimetres long to start with, because you want it to be a good size for working, like when it's finished. And these ones here I never made as wide. Maybe that one might be a little bit as wide. So you're going to fold that over like that, and then you're going to gather this up. Make sure there's a knot in the end of your cotton, and I think I did that, yes. And you're going to go around here like this, and you're going to gather this up. Make sure you got both pieces. Okay. So I folded that over, and I'm going around here like so. Wait a minute now. Okay. Now I think now that we're starting to get really hot out here in Australia, after all the nice summer we've had so far, it's been very hot and warm, but now I think it's starting to decide to get hot. Everybody's doing a bit of a cook. I don't think it's too bad until about lunchtime, and then it starts to get really, really bad here. And let's get up around nearly 40 houses Celsius. Probably over 100 degrees, isn't it, really? And there's other people out there in the world, and they're froze, because it's really cold where you are. Some of my subscribers. I hope everybody, well, I can see that everybody's joining in on this challenge that I'm doing. I'm going to put up a video shortly, I hope, and show you the prize. So I will be drawing, I think, more than one. I'm going to try and do more than one, because look at that. So you've got this fluffy thing now. I think it's fluffy. I thought it turned out quite well. I've got a bit of a frilly bit there that might be spraying a bit, and now you've got this nice fluffy flower that we will end off here. Now you can use either side. That looks good. So does that. It's up to you how you want it to be. If you don't want to pull it too tight, you can let it ease off a tiny bit, and then you can just do some back stitches on it just to end it off there. So I want to, okay, there you go. Now, so that's, there you go. So now I've made a nice big flower. I think it's a nice big flower. No, wouldn't put that on there, that'd cover him up too much. But you could put something on there that, was the right size for that. Maybe not doily, I don't know. But that's how you could make the flowers out of this fabric, and it's going to work. You can just cut the fabric in circles and stitch it like that. I'm not real over keen on that because I didn't cut it very good, I must say. But this is how I did this white one. Yeah, the same way. I did the white one the same way. I think I did these ones by using a circle, so they're actually made like a yo-yo one, those ones. But if you don't want to cut out a circle and you want it to be, really nice like this, because I think it is really nice, you could just, use the 2 strips, okay? So that's how you do that one. Now, for the the thing for the top that I used to make this part in the middle, because you can do anything you like with that. I just went for because it was orange, I just thought I'd go with that. And I gathered a strip of the edge of it, edge of the shirt up, and then I just gathered another strip and made the two outside bits. And for the inside bit, I got a circle. You could use a button, but the idea for the circle is so you can use washers. These are a bit tiny, these ones. I don't know what I did with the same sort, but I got these little round things, they look like little wheels. So when I did mine, I got a piece of and I folded it over, okay? And I just got a piece of thread, which is not actually the same colour, but it'll blend in okay. So a lot of different one's pink, one's orange. So all you've got to do with this is, I didn't put a back on it when I'd finished it, but you can, it's up to you. Now you want 2 thicknesses of your thread and do a knot. Now because it's got a hole in the middle, I figured now that's going to be about right, eh? Because see, it sort of pushes up through it. You get a little bumpy bit there. So all I did was just go around here like this, in a more or less circular manner, leaving all that other stuff on there, because all that other stuff is going to be used for the filling in the centre of the circle. Well, was before when I did it, so let's see how we go this time. Now I've got 2 thicknesses because it wasn't thick enough. If it stretches, you could probably see what's underneath there. So you put this in the inside and you pull that down like so, and you actually try to push it through a bit to the other side. Now this will take just a little bit of care. Don't pull your cotton too tight so you'll break. Just go around like this, and this is something like trial and error, you know, but I know that a few extra stitches don't ever go astray. I can tell you that. You know, a bit more is better than not putting enough in. You don't want it to come apart. That's the main thing. Now you sort of got a little bumpy part there, see? So that makes it, give it a little bit more whatever, because that's pushing all through there, okay? Now, the circle, I'm thinking I could do bigger ones, eh? That'd be fun. Let me see. I don't know, I've got these things. That'd be cool, I guess. Wouldn't have a bigger outside. So now all you've got to do when you get that as fairly tight as you want it to be is come up through in your circle and go down. Now you stitch around once and then you go around again, so you're covering in every space. Like here, you go right close to your piece of the ring that you're doing to make your sort of little button embellishment thingy. You can do anything you wanted to with it, but I was trying to make something. I know the ring wasn't on the top, but it's not something that's hard to find, I don't think. And you could use any sort of ring. There's things on tops of bottles that you could use to go around that too. You know, when they close, you've got an outside ring around the milk bottles or whatever. So now you go around here again, and the ribbon, you should be able to find a little piece of ribbon. So this is for people that want to recycle something, and I should have showed you how to do this with the top of the bottle cap ring, shouldn't I? I was thinking about it while I was doing it. Anyway, you just keep pushing him up there so it'll still sit up nicely, and then you can use a there you go. So I must say that I do really enjoy doing things, making things out of hardly anything, if you know what I mean. Like when I say hardly anything, I'm saying remaking things, you know. It just come to mind when years ago, when I did a a show here once. They had, well, once I used to do it every year, but they had a section for a recycled article, but it had to have embroidery on it. So everything had to be recycled, of course. So I got a can, I can't remember what was in it now. Took the lid off it, got an old shirt, covered it with that, made some, used the buttons off the shirt, put down the front of it. These beads are big enough to go for this, what's the name to go for? I won with me covered tin, but I used the inside to stuff the tin. I made the pin cushion by using all the, you know, I used part of the shirt to stuff the inside of the pin cushion. And, you know, there was mostly, and I think there was only a few of us in it, so I don't think they put that section in there anymore, which is quite silly really, because I think that was a long time ago, and there's so much more recycling out there now, you know, that they probably should have them sort of things for people to be doing. It gives people interest and you know, things like that. But anyway, I just put a few beads around the outside of this, and took, you know, you could keep going with this and turn it into a hat. There's just, you know, ideas out there everywhere, isn't there? You can turn it into a little hat if you wanted to, for a doll or a fairy. That fairy, she's going to get her house very shortly. I am going to be putting up more, as I said. I wanted to do some today, but I don't know. People know that craft, that you have to be in your right state of mind to achieve your best. I mean, this is probably people are thinking, oh, this, you must be in a bad way today. I'm actually making something that's orange. Something I would never have dreamed of. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm quite pleased with what I've been doing with the recycling things. And I'm going to come back on here and I'm going to show you other things that you can make with it. When there's everything, you can do anything with this stuff, you know, with the recycled bits. And you can recycle so much stuff. I did a bag. I've got a video up here of a bag that I bought and recycled it and turned it into a really nice bag. And a lady won it in my competition. That was Lee. She won that bag. I think she likes it. So there we go. And I added more little spots on this one because I just did, you know. So, but anyway, that's my. And I know I'm all over the shop with what I do, but I like to do a bit of everything. So, and this is how this piece of work would probably be called some sort of bohemian retro sort of stuff, I suppose, because of the colours and that. But see, that's what you can do with this, and you can even use a smaller one of those for a button if you wanted to. Take this nasty piece of stuff off here and button it up, I guess. But that's what you do with your bits of recycled fabric. These will all turn into beautiful flowers and things to wear on your arms. We're going to make more stuff. I'll get around to it, I promise. I get sidetracked, I know, but I will come back and make some more things in a day or two, but I need to get some fairy work done, don't I? So, thank you everybody for watching, and I really love to read your comments and tell me what you think. And I don't know what I did with that really nice white one of these inside things, but I'll find it. These flowers will be part of something I'll be sending out to people anyway. How's that for everybody? I don't know about that one. Could scare anybody with my nice orange thing, but it looks good if you're wearing something that colour. Look nice at the races, you know. I think it's quite good, actually. I like it. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching, and if you like what I do, you can subscribe to my channel and put a thumbs up, and leave a comment and tell me what you think about this, or something you'd like to see made, and I will have a go if you'd like me to make something. Also, I think I was going to show you that thing I'm working with appliques, but anyway, we'll get back onto all that later on, okay? There's plenty of time. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Thank you for